no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What's going on, WNBA sports fans? It's your boy Hove. I've been out for a minute. Man, it's getting crazy. School's about to start back up, so I've been really busy, meetings and all type of stuff. But anyway, I'm back today. We got a big game coming on today at 7:30. We got the Aces, the Sky, and the Commissioner's Cup. And we're going to go ahead and jump into that. Before we get into that, let me go ahead and explain the Commissioner's Cup. Pretty much, it is an in-game tournament, kind of like how they have in soccer. So they take your records from each conference from your rivals, and then the two teams with their best respective records, or with the best record from their respective conferences, they clash in the Commissioner's Cup, and pretty much the winner gets a certain amount of money, the loser gets a certain amount of money. And let me tighten this up real quick. And then they have some money that actually goes to charity. So what's up, David? So that's pretty much how that goes. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Hey, y'all know, man, it's been tough. It's been tough sledding lately. Finally got off the snide with a 3-0 day the other day. So now I'm at 16-14, which I like to be at 65%. But look, I'm above 500. I'm treading water, and I'm hoping that going into the playoffs, that we can make a big splash. Let me make sure the lines haven't changed real quick. Let's look at the injury report just to make sure. The injury report. Last I saw, it looks like Vandersloot was playing, and that's gonna make a big difference right there. So. All right. Let me see. Says she's day-to-day. That's gonna be really big. The boy Tease is here. What is up?
Chilling, baby, chilling. What's good with you?
What's going on? Hey, do you know anything about the I don't know why my shit looks so dark. It's crazy. Do you know anything about the injury report? Is Courtney playing or what's going on?
Yeah, she's playing.
All right, well there y'all have it. Courtney Vandersloot, she's playing. So real quick before we hop into it, let me go ahead and give you guys a quick recap. This is me after the break, 16-14. Tease, you want to tell them your record and tell them your most recent recap of your plays from the other day. You can go ahead and take it over and tell them that.
Yeah. My after the All-Star break, I am 36-15 and 2 or 3. I have to look, and I think I had to push the other day, so we'll say 36-15 and 3 since the break. And my last game, I went 1-2 on Sunday. So okay. Had a shitty day, a shitty weekend actually, but that's just good for bounce backs, bro.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So when you in it, like I said, when I tweeted you, we in it for the long run. So you're gonna have your ups and downs. It's about consistency. Your record speaks for itself. That's the main thing. It's just about consistency. With me, I'm 16-14. I ended up going for the first time after the break. I went below 500, 13-14, but I ended up bouncing back. with a 3-0 day the other day, and I believe that was Sunday. That was Sunday because nobody played yesterday. Yeah. I had the Wings, I had the Sun, and I had the Storm, and those all were relatively pretty, easy.
Yeah,
I think maybe one of them came down to the wire or something like that, but
I overthought it. I overthought Sunday. It was an easy card, and it's just one of those things, man. I get into my own head and I start just throwing everything out the window.
Yeah, I've been there, and I'm trying to work on that. I noticed. Let me look at the comment sections real quick. G Martinez, what's good? What's up, Chris? Hey, yeah. We back. Hey, I'm back. T's been doing it. This is a different platform, but we still here. So, I wanted to make sure. Hey, I know I've been really, really busy, but it was like, the Commissioner's Cup's today. So, and I always say this, but I really mean it. Like, I'm gonna really try to be a lot more consistent for you guys. But just with the show, I mean, I'm always posting the plays and whatnot. So anyhow, let's just go ahead and hold on, no, we got the big news. Liz Campage is no longer a Spark. We knew something. We said it at the beginning of the year. We talked about Fisher. We knew the team was dysfunctional. So at first I was like, okay, she left the team. But leaving the team doesn't necessarily mean that the contract is gone. But I went back and read the most recent news, and they decided to part ways contractually. Where will she go? That's what I want to know. Lord, will somebody pick her up?
Yeah.
This year she hasn't looked good at all, bro. I'm a big Liz Cambage fan, man, but she hasn't really looked good this year.
When she plays hard, she does, but it's been hit or miss if she's going out there to play. And to be honest with you, I would look at the Dream.
Yep. Yeah, because the Dream, they do need a big person inside. They do need a big person inside. And I mean, that'll be a good fit. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, like, if she actually goes to like one of these contenders. I mean, obviously we know she's not going to Vegas because she just left them. It's like, what if she went to like a Phoenix or Seattle? And I'm not saying Phoenix is a contender, but they were last year, and anything can happen in the playoffs this year.
They're right on the brink. They're right there. Hit or miss on the playoffs.
With a Liz Cambage, because the way that they are, they have to shoot. They have to be hot, and if their shooting is off, then pretty much they're gonna lose. So if they can get her, it's an inside presence. It's a little bit more consistency offensively. But yeah, when I saw that news, I was like, man, what the hell? That was crazy.
I'm wondering if she just hangs it up, man. She's 30 years old. She might just be done.
She might just, you're right. She might just be done. But anyway, all right. So moving on, let's go ahead and get to what we are here for. We have the Commissioner's Cup, the Aces at the Sky. Look, this is cute. I made you guys a cute Commissioner's Cup banner. See? Yay, Mikey Hova is improving on StreamYard. How to work StreamYard. Okay. So Aces at Sky. What do you have? I know earlier when you messaged me, you had 2.5. I had 3. Where is it right now? I'm gonna look it up.
It's still there. FanDuel is still 2.5. I think it's 3 at Caesars. Yeah, and that's pretty much where it should be. I haven't touched the side though, Mikey. I can't get there, man. I can't get there with the Sky. I think the Aces are going to pull out the defensive card tonight, and I'm liking the under. Like I told everybody earlier, I'm going to wait till that shit hits 179, 180.
The OT special.
Yeah, damn right, man. Damn right.
Let me see what I have it at. So it's still at 3. Okay, so let me add this, guys, because when I posted my plays earlier and when I set up the show, they didn't have this. So the money line is plus 130 for the Aces. So I need to go ahead and
FanDuel, the total went down to 170.5.
Okay. All right.
So other people are seeing what I'm saying. Either that or I had a lot of listeners today.
All right. So let me go ahead and put this in here real quick.
But G Martinez,
you can go ahead.
G Martinez probably pounded that under for like 100K, didn't you, bro? but Caesar still has it at 172.
You say you're gonna wait till it gets to 179?
I took the over, and I haven't, it's in the play that I'm publishing. I took the over in the first quarter, over 43.5. I think we get two teams that are going to try and establish their shooting presence, and then the Aces I think are going to turn on the D. I think I think Becky Hammonds flips the switch, and you get a defensive game. So I'm hoping to catch it, catch that total up, towards 180. I don't know if it'll get that high, but I'm gonna try and hit it as high as I can get it.
If they start off pretty hot, you can get it that high. And these are trends that I started noticing too, and I can see why you're so successful doing that, because a lot of times these teams start off hot. Like I've had unders where the teams start off hot, and I'm just like, oh my god, my under is done. And then like in the third quarter, they score like 30 points, and in the fourth quarter, they score like 25. So
yeah,
it's just it's a trend, like you said. Well, I'm saying that's the tease trend, because you gave it out. So let me go ahead and break it down real quick for you guys before we provide you guys with picks. So as you already know, today is going to be the Commissioner's Cup. I believe that comes on at 7:30. Vegas is 4-11 ATS in his last 15. And that's one thing I pointed out last show that I shot. Although they've been winning, they haven't been covering. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. The under has cashed in for the Aces' last 5. Chicago is 4-2 ATS in their last 6. The over has cashed in 6 of the last 8 at home. The Aces coming off their last victory against the Fever, I believe, and I think did they cover? No, did they cover that? I don't think
the Fever.
I think the Fever covered, right?
I don't think so. I think the Aces covered that one.
Okay, I can't remember. They won by 13. So anyway, but
I don't know if the line closed that, but I thought, I don't know what that line closed. I thought it closed around 12, but I'm not positive.
Okay, all right. So anyway, the Aces coming off that victory against the Fever. The Sky, that was kind of a tricky spot for them. We knew eventually what was going to end up happening. They've been hot, and so eventually they had to have somebody cool them down, and that was the Liberty. And of course, I was on the wrong end of that. G Martinez -17. What do you mean? -17. Was that the spread of the Ace Fever?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so the Fever covered.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so okay, actually, so I had the Fever that day. Okay, excuse me. I think I said Aces earlier. I did take the Fever because I remember vividly saying on the show, you guys are probably like, Mikey Hova, why are you taking the Fever? What's wrong with you? Okay, yeah. So I ended up taking the Fever. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, like and subscribe. So let's go ahead and get back to it. We know what both teams bring to the table. Kelsey Plum, she's the leading scorer. She's averaging 20. Of course, they got Asia Wilson, Derek Hamby. They got the point guard, Chelsea Gray. We just go on and on and on. They're averaging 90 points a game. I want to say they're 20-8. Chicago 21-7, defending champions. Minor setback against the Liberty, but eventually something had to give. Kalia, she's the leading scorer for Chicago. Although they're a little bit, they're well balanced around, so they depend on scoring from multiple players. And of course, we know what Courtney can do. This is her first game back. I think she was in concussion protocol the last several games, but they average 85 a game, so that's probably why you have that over under in that spot right there. So here's my take on it. I think that I gotta take the Aces here, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm taking the Aces. Get back on here. It would be nice if I had the lineup.
I'm leaning very hard that way too, Mikey.
So I'm taking the Aces money line, and it's just because I think both teams have been really playing good. So we're talking about a possible championship matchup, right? So it's hard for us. Like, there's not anything that anybody in the chat can say or Tease can say to where I would be like, I disagree with that. You're wrong, because it's kind of like we really just don't know. These are two of the top two teams in the league, so everything is just pretty much at this point. It's just us just throwing things out there. But for me, the Aces, and Tease mentioned that he said the defensive card earlier. So when they pull that defensive card and they actually give effort and they play defense, I don't think anybody can beat them. And they're so tough to guard because 1 through 5 on the floor can hurt you. And Chicago can hurt you too in multiple positions. But I just don't think that their talent is better than the Aces. I think they're more consistent as far as overall playing on both ends of the court, and that's why they are the defending champions. That's something Las Vegas has to learn. But I got to go with Las Vegas, man. I think they are the better team when they decide to play defense, and I think they have the better shooters and just the better overall talent and scorers. So that's my pick. My pick is going to be the Las Vegas Aces money line. What you got, Tease?
Like I said, I took the over first quarter 43.5, and I did put in I took a prop. I took Cleocopper over 5.5 rebounds. The Aces,
you said over first quarter,
over 43.5.
Okay.
And Cleocopper over 5.5 rebounds.
Okay.
And as far as the Aces go, lately they've been better on the road than they've been at home. So, at first look, I was thinking sky, but I didn't put anything in at 1.5. I started thinking harder and harder, and it's still just a game that you can just flip a coin on, man. And I don't want to put my money there. I'd rather wait till that total gets to where I want it, and that's what I'm going to hit. But if I was gun to head, I would put money on. I put my money on the Aces tonight.
Okay. All right. Got you. All right. So let me go ahead and.
But one person you need to look out for, man, with Vandersloot coming back, Julie Alamon, man, she's been balling, dude.
Oh yeah, she has been playing good.
So I'll be curious how many minutes she gets tonight, because I don't see them wanting to keep her on the bench. She's a good facilitator.
Okay, so is that Aces? Is that an official play for you?
No.
You're just saying if you had your money on, that's what you would go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
So your official play is over 43.5 first quarter, and Copper over 5 rebounds, right?
Over 5.5 rebounds.
5.5 rebounds. Okay. Is that all?
Yeah, I mean, and then once the number gets to where I want it, if I can get it close to 180, I'm going to hit the under. I'm going to hit it hard.
All right. Go ahead and save this.
I really think this is, you're going to see defense tonight. I think it may not be the beginning of the game, but you're going to get it. Trust me. You got
you're definitely going to get it.
You got $500,000 on the line, and
yep.
as I was saying earlier, all these starters make over $100,000. So, but that's not much. They need more money than that, man. I mean, these are stars. They are. They're stars. They really are. They deserve more money than that. So damn right they want that 500,000. Yeah, they got to split it with 12 other people, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. So and that's one of the things that I really like about the Commissioner's Cup, because not only do you have the best teams playing, but you also have money for charity. But anyway, so look, let's do a quick recap and then we'll go ahead and go into open mic. Aces at Sky. Skies are the favorite, -3. Over under is at 171. Okay, here it is for you guys. Okay, my pick, I have the Aces money line, which that's plus money. I want to say that's probably like plus 130 or something like that. I got to go back and look. Tease has the over 43.5 first quarter, and he has a prop bet. He has Copper. He has Kalia over 5.5 rebounds. All right, and so with that being said, let me go ahead and open it up real quick for you guys. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions, or if you have any advice on the game, feel free to go ahead and chime in real quick.
G. Martinez and the headboard and scissors. My
While we're doing that, let me go ahead and look and see what's on the docket for Thursday, because there won't be anything tomorrow.
Yeah, we got 4 games on Thursday, and I hit the links already plus 1.5. I think that line flips before game.
Hey, yeah. So you can you give us the lines for Thursday games if you don't mind?
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me pull them up. Right now you have the Lynx plus 1.5. Visiting the Dream. You have Seattle going into Connecticut plus 3.5. You have the Mystics going into Dallas plus 1.5. And that just right there tells you that Deldon's not playing.
Yeah.
And Sparks and Phoenix. Sparks are plus 3.5. There's been a reaction already to Camby's. That line's moved to 1.5 already.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I'm all over that then. But see here again, and I've been saying this all year. I hate dealing with the Sparks. I hate dealing with the Mercury. Now both of them are playing. I hope they tie. I'm tired of both of those teams. If I had to lean anywhere though, I'd probably say the Mercury.
Well, you probably know where I'm going already on this Dallas-Washington game. You know I'm going Dallas first half.
Yeah.
And I love Washington first half like normally, but Dallas at home first half has just been the play all year. I mean, maybe not so much on the road, but first half at home they've been money, man. If you look at all their games this year, I don't know exactly how many times they've hit it, but I would say it's probably been in the 80 to 85% range.
Man, one thing about Dallas, because they started off the year really, really good, and they kind of came back down. Then they won a few games, so now they're kind of like in one of the bottom spots. But so I was noticing when I was watching the game the other day, Tierra McCowan, she was ball, and I was wondering, like, why don't y'all go to her more? Because really, they are a perimeter-oriented team.
Mm-hmm.
You have McCowan, and then you have was Collier? Wasn't she the number 1 pick last year? I believe the big. Let me make sure they have the backup.
I thought.
Let me see. I could be.
What's that girl's name? I can't remember. The girl with the fever from the Fever. I thought she was the number 1 pick last year. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't quote me on anything.
But so my point was like, dude, it's such a mismatch inside for her. I mean, it like when you see her out there. Let me see when she was actually drafted. When you see her out there, it kind of reminds me of like when Shaq, you know, when Shaq was kind of dominating, you know, she's not dominating like that, but I'm saying, like, if you look at her, the size difference, like, dude, she has some good genetics. Like, she's, woo, Lord, she is, woo, man. So anyway, so they were going into her, and I mean, and then she was cleaning up on the board too. I was like, man, like, so that was what I was saying. Like, with them being such a good perimeter team, I just didn't understand. Yeah, she was drafted number 1 overall in 2021.
She was drafted third in 2019 out of Mississippi State.
Charlie Collier?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tiara McCowan.
No, Collier.
Oh, okay.
The backup. She's the backup.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, my point was just like, they could be so much more dominant if they actually get the ball inside. Ugabawale, yeah, she's a baller. She can score, but sometimes she takes bad shots sometimes. You know, it's the degree of difficulty. Now she can hit them, but you know, I just think that they're a more balanced team when they go inside and they utilize Tiara McCowan. So I just wanted to bring that up. But
I'm curious. Do you know if Satu Sabali is playing tomorrow? I mean Thursday.
I don't know. Hey, so I saw something. No. I'm tripping. That wasn't her. That was Dantes. That wasn't her. Let me check the injury report. That's big too, because she's been in and out, man. She's had a lot of injury issues. You know, she's been plagued by the injury bug a lot this year. Because they when she plays, they are a different team. You know, because she gives them some more versatility up front.
And a defensive presence as well.
And a good defensive presence. She does things that, you know, that doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet. So real quick, guys, let me go ahead and look at this injury report before we get off of here. Okay, so she was out Sunday. Let me see what the update is on her.
You know, I could probably tell you just by looking at the total in that game. It's at 160. It sounds like she's in.
Sabale will be out for a 4th straight game due to a left ankle injury. Her next chance to play is Thursday against the Mystics.
Oh.
That's her next chance. Well, we all know that's her next chance to play, but will she play?
I think she will. Just by looking at this total, I think she will. I mean, if she was in, I think the total would be in the 150s.
Okay. So hey guys, look, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all make sure that y'all like and subscribe. Tease, when's the next show gonna be on Who Banging?
Thursday. You coming on?
Thursday. What time is it? Oh, we have open gym Thursday. I gotta open it up for the players.
Yeah, I've been pushing it.
What time is it gonna be?
I pushed it
same time slot.
Yeah, I pushed it to 3 p.m. Eastern just because Tori Coker had messaged me and asked me because he has to go into work. So
that's fine. Well, I'll try to what I'll try to do. I probably can just take my. I mean, I'm not gonna be the only coach up there, so I probably can just take my laptop and I can just duck off somewhere for a few minutes, and you know, we can do it. Typically, we don't take that long.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, if that's what you do, just let me know, man. I'll give you the floor, and you do what you got to do, and you know, you can be on your way.
Yeah, no doubt. So hey, look, we're down. We're at the stretch right now, at the end, and these playoffs are about to come up. Everybody is jostling for positions. Matter of fact, real quick, let me go ahead and get the standings because that's very, very important.
Hey, smash spot Friday, Chicago Sky. I don't care what happens tonight. Smash spot Friday. Take the Sky over to Liberty.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, there y'all have it. There you guys have it. Sky over to Liberty Friday night. Is that the only game? Is that the actual only game on the docket?
The Aces play on Friday as well. The Aces are playing, but the way that the Sky lost in Chicago to the Liberty.
Yes, you're right. I get where you're going. Okay,
Yeah,
it makes
and
sense now.
the Aces are actually the early game at 7 o'clock Eastern. They're playing the Fever, and they're in Indiana, and then the Liberty Sky game was in New York because the Sky had delays getting into New York
Yes,
after
yeah,
that late game on Friday night.
yeah.
They ended up taking a very early morning flight. They were at the airport at 5 a.m. They didn't get out of there till after 8 a.m. and actually probably 9 or 10 a.m. and that got them into New York around noon. So, they were on tired legs from the night before anyway.
Yeah. I remember James, one of the listeners, he actually messaged me. I should have took that into consideration, but yeah, and he actually turned out to be correct. That did actually make a difference.
Yeah, and I smashed the Liberty first quarter at plus 152. I think it was on Saturday. I thought
is always good money.
Yeah, I didn't play the full game, and I was kind of pissed about it. But I hit that first quarter money line for enough that I was good. I didn't need anything else.
Yeah, you were good. So, all right. So look, standings: the Sky, obviously number one. Aces are number two. They are playing in the Commissioner's Cup tonight. Hey, whoever wins this, because I think they split. They split this season. So really, whoever wins this, technically, they are the number one team in the league. We have the Sun coming in the third slot, Seattle the fourth slot.
I don't mean to cut you off, Mikey. That's a question that I have, and I think G. Martinez had answered earlier. I was wondering if this game even counts towards the standings, because if the Aces win, that puts them in the driver's seat for the number one seed.
Yes, it does. If they win, it does put them. Yeah, it should. I've always thought it did. I thought so. I'll look it up to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it counts.
We'll have to look it up because that just leaves an extra game that these two teams are playing,
Yeah. Well, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying because they already have their schedule set out. So that's a great question. So I'll definitely have to look that up.
Yeah, because if whoever wins this game, if the Sky win, they're in the driver's seat. They're going to be up by 2 games. They'll be ahead of the Aces by 2 games. If this game counts, if the Aces win, they're tied, but the Aces own the tiebreaker.
They're on the tiebreaker, right? Yeah. Mystics, the number 5 slot, and then from there it gets tricky. So those top 5 slots are pretty much all. I'm not going to say they're set in stone, but those are going to be the top 5 teams that you see. It might be they might change and rearrange or whatever. And then at the 6th spot, you got the Sparks. The 7th spot, you got the Wings. The 8th spot, you got the Dream. I believe the Sparks will fall out that 6th spot. I believe that the Phoenix Mercury, Lord, I can't believe I'm saying something positive about the Phoenix Mercury. I believe that the Phoenix Mercury will take one of those slots take up one of those slots from slots between 6 and 8. And then of course you got the New York Liberty, which is going to be kind of tough now because, like you said, I think I'm agreeing with you on that, Tease. I think the Sky are going to go ahead and take care of business, and the Sky takes care of business. That will put them 3 games back of really the number 9 spot. So the Liberty, they have a uphill climb and a tough road, as if they were walking with 2 left feet. So that's going to be very, very tough for them. But I like the Mercury. I think they'll be able to hop into that 8th spot. I think the Wings and the Dreams stay in there. I really want to see how the Dreams do in the playoffs. But the Sparks, I think after this move right here, I don't see what the Sparks can do to maintain that spot, and I think they drop out the top 8. But anyhow, with all that being said, it's Brothas N Bets. This is your boy Mikey Hova. That's my guy at Parlay Tees, and we are out.
Hold on, Mikey. We got just to let everybody know that game's on ESPN tonight, and I want to thank you for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Hey, so the game is on ESPN tonight. Hey, take these picks. I feel confident about both of them. All right, and hey, y'all already know The main objective is to make money, and we out this thing.